We would like to welcome you in our new series. It's called Chakra slash Tea Interviews. Cheers. We're gonna talk about spirituality. My name is Sylvia. My star name, or my higher self's name is Kasia. And I am from Slovakia, former Czechoslovakia. No, it's not Eastern Europe, it's Central Europe. It's literally in the center of Slovakia. There is a geographical center of Europe. And so I used to live in Los Angeles. I used to study in Mount Shasta, Northern California, at the mystery school with the teacher Amora Kwan Yin, who is now in heaven. And I am now in Slovakia, and I started spiritual school, online spiritual school, where I teach lessons every week and record meditations. And today is November 12th. Yesterday was November 11th, which means 11/11. And we had in our spiritual school, in our private Facebook group, it's a Slovak school, so only in Slovak now, we had a beautiful meditation. It's called Being in the Present Time, and we basically put in front of each and every chakra a timeline, meaning past, present, and future time. And in the present time, in the present point, there was a beautiful sun, and we were trying to imagine in front of every chakra this timeline with the sun. And the intention was to split the sun in two suns, and one would go into the past, one would go into the future, and they would recover our fragments, our lost energy, the energy that we have given away or left behind. They would transform it and bring it back into the present time. So basically, sometimes people feel like scattered or fragmented or not in their body, and it's because the pieces of them are elsewhere. So we were bringing the pieces of ourselves back into the present time. And we did this with every chakra, finished with the seventh chakra. And Susanna, this is my friend, but also my student. She awoken spiritually thanks to a Facebook ad about an online class that I was giving back in July, which is only 4 months ago. And since then, she progressed tremendously. She also was a part of our trip to Salzburg, where we spent 5 days working hard spiritually and visiting the sacred places around the mountain, a special magical mountain like Mount Shasta. It's called Untersberg. Even Dalai Lama visited the mountain and called it, I think, the heart chakra of Europe, because some people consider Mount Shasta the crown chakra of Europe, of the world. It depends. Some people say it's heart or it's crown. So I'm thinking about what to say and what not to say, because I used to do interviews in English in the past. That was like 12 years ago. And there was one interview with Rob Potter. He's a spiritual teacher, leader from Mount Shasta. And I was sharing with him my encounter with an extraterrestrial being. And because I used to be a well-known actress in Slovakia, I starred in an Oscar-winning Best Foreign Film Kolia in 1997. Journalists, rather gossip journalists, if we can call them journalists, translated wrongly from the interview something that then there was a stigma on my name, and my family suffered, and they wrote about it for many years. I'm not even gonna mention that, but I it was pretty traumatic because I started to record spiritual videos from, the heart, and I thought it's gonna help people if I share my understandings, but I misjudged the hearts of the Slovakian gossip people. And then I didn't record more videos for many, many years. But now, do you have the book here? Do you mind?
Should be sorry, it's over there.
Oh, but now, a few days ago, I was reading this book, Secrets from Mount Shasta, from Erling Chaney. She and her husband, they had mystery school in Los Angeles in the 50s of the last century. And they were invited by the masters in 1952 to visit Mount Shasta and to do a fire initiation or initiation by fire. And there's a beautiful chapter where of course they were taken out of their bodies in their astral body, and they went to visit the beings of light that met together in the higher dimensional temple within the mountain, within the Mount Shasta, and they were experiencing something like this. They had a gathering of thousands of beings of light. It looked like this. They had a wonderful initiation, and of course the hierarchy, cosmic hierarchy, right? And there was Master Kutumi, Master El Moria, and then they got the initiation, and then, which was the peak of everything, the Master Jesus, Lord Sananda, had a speech, and all these people were listening. You see, it's like a parliament, right? Except in higher dimensions, it's Master Jesus talking, and he was talking about the upcoming times on Earth, about, the need to work on oneself, because Earth and the universe, our universe, are pretty much done with the third dimension, as we know, and we are a part of many changes that are happening and will be happening and won't be probably easy on Earth. So it is very important to work on ourselves. So therefore I'm very glad that Zuzka, we could say Susanna, but Zuzka is such a great student, and she has miraculous experiences. She was so ready to awaken, and she came to visit me now to Bratislava, Slovakia. And as I was telling her about the book and the chapter with Jesus, and I said I had really a strong experience and I cried, and then I was saying to myself, no, I'm not gonna be afraid again, like I used to be afraid my entire life. Then in 2012, it was my second year in Mount Shasta at the mystery school, when we were doing the Pleiadian hypnosis with Amor Aquanian. I went in my hypnosis into my childhood when I was very little, and playing with the kids in my hometown in Dolny Kubín. And I already back then I knew I'm different, and I was playing with an astral body of Master Jesus, and it felt like he's my everyday companion and I am his, and we were friends. Except there was a moment in time when I was little when I said, that was all in that hypnosis, I want to play with the other kids. I want to be liked. I want to be accepted. So I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna adjust myself to be like them, because this is hurtful. It's hurting to be different. And so Jesus said, okay, beloved, you go, and I will come back again when the time is right. And you have to understand this. I was experiencing in my hypnosis, and I'm not Christian. I had no education about Jesus. I heard about him. Of course, I had some previous knowledge, but nothing like that. I was playing with him when I was little. That was the beginning of me understanding and being connected with the Christ consciousness. And in my hypnosis, in my childhood, I did go and adjust it and adapt it to the kids. And I was living like that my entire life. Of course, I wasn't very happy. And now the purpose of this Pleiadian hypnosis that we were doing in the mystery school in 2012 was to clear that story, the situation. We call it reframing, to reframe the scene, to clear the patterns, the beliefs, the programming, and to make it the way it was always meant to be if I didn't have all of these fears and such. So it was a 2-hour session, and I was, according to the process that we were studying at the mystery school, cutting and transforming all of the beliefs that I'm not, that I'm whatever, it's painful to be different, you're gonna be alone if you're not accepted by others, you must work hard for others to like you. If you want to be successful, you must play their game. And so many patterns that were there, right? I could just download them now. And after I did that, and it was a 2-hour process, I was crying, shaking, sweating, everything, right, that we do when there is a deep traumatic clearing. I then replayed the scene again, anew, and purified. And the moment when I was looking at the kids and looking at Jesus and saying to myself, I'm different, they don't want to play with me, I said to him now, but I'm gonna go there anyway to the kids, and I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna see what happens, but I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna be myself. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna lower myself. I'm not gonna shrink myself. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm simpler than I really am, that I don't know all of these things, that I don't have all of these experiences, that I don't believe in all of those things. I'm not gonna pretend out of fear that they will make fun of me, they'll burn me again or whatever. So I did go back to the kids, and some of them in that scene, that hypnosis left. Some of them were like checking me out. Some of them stayed, some of them asked me questions. But eventually, those who stayed with me, the consciousness went higher, and the game, the play, was a different game. And everything was heightened, and it was a universal cosmic love and joy, fun and laughter, and acceptance. Not everybody accepted me. Some of them left, made fun of me. I was weird. So after this happened in 2012 in Mount Shasta, I went back to Venice, LA, in California, where I lived. And I started to record my first videos in Slovak, where I thought it just was flowing through me. It's almost like I was channeling it. And I recorded it. I was saying to people that I'm going to be recording these videos now. I'm going to be talking about all of these things. And I posted them on my Facebook, 2 videos, and they became viral in Slovakia. It was in 2012, and everything what I feared when I was little, that they will make fun of me and everything, happened. And for many, many years, I was the subject of a great fun, sarcasm, It wasn't easy. Basically, people from Slovakian show business didn't want to work with me because they thought I was crazy, because to talk about meditation and extraterrestrial beings and all of these energies to them was being crazy. So I was doing some things, I was still helping, but now I think literally that this 1111 portal reading of the book and of other materials of these beautiful Cheney teachers from the last century brought me into a new phase where I'm not gonna be afraid again. And of course there are other things that happened in my life and changed me again. So let's call this a new beginning. And because I mentioned Jesus, that he was crucial in 2012 for me when I opened basically the door. It's called, actually, in a country like Slovakia where we lived in communism as Czechoslovakia, and then we were kind of waking up from those old communistic patterns and trying to become capitalistic country and learning as we were going, where so many people are Christians in the country like Slovakia. This is not an easy task to do, but I guess we have no other choice, right? This is just one life. So one thing is true, that Slovakia is spelled, I'll put it in the description box. Slovakia in Slovak language is spelled Slovensko, and it literally has word love, Love, English word love within it, Slovensko. So I do think Slovakians have a great part to play in this upcoming times, in these upcoming times of the birth of the new age of Aquarius, of a new earth, new heaven, and new human. So Master Jesus was here again after 2012, after 11 years. I see him, feel him again, saying, okay, next. And today my friend Susanna came from Ireland, and we had in our spiritual school this meditation yesterday. And she just moments ago mentioned, when I was mentioning Jesus, and she said, oh, I had something to do with Jesus yesterday as well. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, the meditation that you led, I had something happening to me, and it has something to do with Jesus. And I said to her, hold the thought, let's start recording, let's try again, let's resurrect this channel, perhaps. Let's resurrect the confidence that Jesus gave me when I was little, then later in 2012, and now again in 2023. Zuzka, do you mind sharing what happened to you yesterday after the meditation with the sun, with the two suns on 11/11 in the year 2023?
Yeah, sure. After the meditation.
If you don't mind, because we don't have a mic, so you have to be closer to the this computer.
So after the meditation, I felt very emotionally. It was very powerful meditation as well, and after that I have to took the bus. We use bus in Ireland.
Okay.
So sorry for the accent. So I took a bus to the Dublin, and I stay overnight at my friend's house. And when I arrived to the apartment, we immediately felt that something is going to happen, because the atmosphere in the house was very calm. It was very divine atmosphere. So we knew that something is going to happen. And my friend Renata, she also felt the same way. After some times, I felt very strong energy or power all over my back, and it covered my head as well. So I start questioning this energy, just simply asking simple question like, who you are, present yourself please. And he said that he's Jesus, and I felt very strong bump from behind. It was very massive, big, powerful energy, and it hit me so hard that my body actually couldn't actually take it, because I totally went down. I got very emotional. I was crying like a monkey. It was very, 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 very deep crying, almost screaming, and my friend actually felt the same way. And after some time it went back quiet, and we actually thought that this energy is gone, but he was back, and he told me that he's not going to leave me anymore, that he's going to stay with me. He always been there for me, but actually I couldn't probably feel him.
Yeah, just he's always been there, but now he made himself known to you.
Yeah.
And it was after the meditation, but it was also the powerful portal of 1111. And it was also your readiness, Zuzka, because, it was me who did the workshops or the trip to Salzburg to meet the mountain Untersberg, but it was your willingness, your readiness that I'm going to do it, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to give it a try, give it a chance. So, thank you so much. So I guess you need to process a little more, right? It's not... But you have no doubts. So. Like, what do you think if you said this to your friends? It's like, oh, this happened to me. What do you think? Where is the society now? Like,
I think I'm not sure if I would even try to share something like that with my friends, because I already knew the reaction. So I think I got some people that I can share this information with, but I wouldn't go, for example, to my family to even say that.
Yeah, but your mom is not gonna watch YouTube, is she?
My mom, no.
Your family. Yeah, so this is the thing, isn't it? Like, it's strange, like the family where we thought, it's like family is everything. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they're the last people that we want to share with our deepest spiritual experiences with. It's kind of sad, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back. We just wanted to share this much tonight. We're sending you love and light from Slovakia, and thank you for being with us, for watching us, and we hope a little bit of this energy of the Christ consciousness is flowing to you now, and you can feel it as much as we can. Thank you so much for watching, Zuzka. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Cheers.
Okay, bye. I love you.
See ya.